Hello and welcome to your weekly energy forecast and meditation. I'm Juna.
Sabina.
We're from Synergy in Motion, and what we do is on a weekly basis give you a morsel of the energy of what's up in the air. Through human design, gene keys, the I Ching, we synthesize all of this material and find you a gem that you can live by and notice in your week coming up. And then we go into a meditation after that. So glad you're here. And we'll begin with the forecast for this week, November 6 to 11. And what it's all about, it's one of my favorites because it's my birthday week. And it's the one. It's number one. It is the first hexagram in the 64 hexagrams. And it is pure creative energy. Right? It is this pure seed, it's this power, it's primal, it's raw, it's pure creation, right? It just goes out. In the original I Ching, they call it initiating. So it's that initiating energy, that very yang quality. And yang qualities are initiating, positive, the sun, warmth. There's a number of qualities of yang, male, masculine energy, dominating certain aspects. It's very out there, right? And so this hexagram is the only hexagram of all the 64 that have 6 yang lines, okay? And it's called heaven over heaven. And it is, very, very masculine, very creative. And so what you might find is that you might be seeing this energy in the world around you. You might be noticing what is new in your world, what is starting to transform, because also this is a kickoff into our next quarter, the Quarter of Mutation, which is all about change and transformation that carries us for the next 3 months, right? So this is a real new energy coming forth in so many ways. So you just might notice this, right? And I want to talk about the counterbalance to this. The polarity of the one is the two, okay? These are the two building blocks that make up everything in the entire universe. So we've got the yang, which is this week, but also equally underneath that, supporting it, grounding it, is the earth, representing the receptive, the total yin. All 6 lines of that hexagram are the broken lines, and it's open and receptive yin. So we've got the pure yang through the sun this coming week, and then the pure yin that's grounding and supporting it. And the yin qualities are dark, cool, soft, feminine, as opposed to the yang, the hard, the light, and all of that. So just get the energy of that. There's this soft, receptive quality from which this yang energy comes forth. You can think of a seed being planted in the soft, dark, moist earth, needing to germinate. And when it's time, it pops open. So we're playing with these two polarities. The most important and the most sort of out there one is the yang, the sun. It's the out there energy, and it can be represented by an archetype called the artist. So the energy is about this pure creation that just wants to express itself. It just wants to get out in the world in a very yang way, this is what I'm doing. So through speaking, through acting, through moving, through making something. That's the energy that we're looking at this week.
Mm-hmm. And what I find very interesting in this 1-2 yin and yang and yin, is that they really play beautifully with each other. So we often expect of ourselves, we are the creative and our creations need to go into the world, and then suddenly we hit the wall and we meet this nothingness, the yin energy, right? This void, everything is falling apart. And that's the moment when the seed is planted in the earth and darkness unfolds. And most of us avoid that space because it's uncomfortable. We have not learned to be with that uncomfortableness, to let our creations die. And I always find when you look at art or artists creating different forms of art, when they haven't allowed their art to die, there is just a bit of life missing in it. When you look at all the great art in the world, it's not necessarily pretty, but it's alive. And that comes from that process to really allowing your art to die, allowing your ideas to die, to then come forth out of that nothing, out of the void, into existence. And then with that, the beauty of life can actually unfold. And it's not the beauty of your mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's the beauty of life creating with chaos, with the entropy of nothingness, and with the creative genius that slumbers within you. But it's not necessarily, oh, let's paint a pretty picture. No, this process is very raw. And most of us avoid that rawness of creation because it's uncomfortable. And our society tends to avoid that uncomfortableness and rather goes into overstimulation than meeting that fear, that nothingness, that void, that boredom, right? Even our kids are not bored anymore. When they say, I'm bored, we try to stimulate them all the time instead of allowing them to meet that boredom. So, in addition to meeting your creative powers, we invite you to also meet your boredom, your nothingness, the void, with the same enthusiasm, because it carries the seed of your creation, it nurtures it.
I just wanted to put an aside here, as this yang energy and creative energy is out there, and we all want to be creative, and we like that, right? And so if you are a creative person, you are an artist, and we all are to one degree or another. Some are more out there and obvious, and others it's more internal. But what we can go through is melancholy in the times of the darkness. So don't beat yourself up if you feel like you're in nothing and you have no inspiration, because just know that you're working that polarity of the creative. So it's not about judgment, but just kind of noticing where you're at with this dance of the yang that goes out into the world and the yin that takes in and receives and is soft and open. And in this, if you are in the melancholy, if you are in the void and seemingly nothing is happening, be patient and know that this is where the ground is really working. There's things happening that you cannot see, that you do not know. It's the hidden, unseen, unknown aspects that are conspiring with your creative energy that will at some time ripen in the right time, the right place for you. So this is the dance. These are the 2 building blocks from which all of the 64 hexagrams are made, which tells the story, the unfolding story of humanity in all its diversity and colors. They're pretty powerful. And it's my birthday sign. It's my yeah, I've got this. This is my personality sun in human design terms. So I'm very familiar with all of this that we just spoke about.
I mean, there might be some celebration in all of this as well.
Yeah. News is that we're going to be dancing this week. So
fun. 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days of dancing.
So, thank you.
Thank you, too.
So let's take this into a meditation. Just get comfortable, give your body this yummy wriggle, and allow your breath to deepen. To allow that in-breath to flow into your beautiful body. And allow that breath to just be released again. Breathe out naturally. And again, this deep, deep breath in. and out. And while you allow your breath to flow, come home to yourself, that quiet space within you that is most you. Your sacred space of you. And in that space, become aware of your essence, of who you are, who you truly are, your core. And that is not a thought, that's a sensation, a knowing. And it might be very little, or you might really have a good feeling. Whatever it is, just allow yourself to be intimate with you. And with the fire that burns within you, that creative fire. And allow yourself to be present with that energy in great gentleness. If there are any judgments in form of thoughts coming up, just for now, let them go. Let them be. They don't matter. What matters in this moment is you being present and intimate with you. And allow the energy of you to ripple throughout you, throughout your whole being, throughout your body. Fill the space that you're in with you. And allow that energy of you to give you strength, to inspire you, and to guide you. And from the space of you, your sacred space, become aware of areas in your life where you might feel stuck, where you might feel there is no energy and you're frustrated or bitter or angry. It's just not flowing. And become aware. Ask yourself, are you avoiding those places? Are you trying to fix them with your mind? Do you have judgments about you not going forth and creating? And allow all of those to be the food for your creative fire. Let them go, let them be. And give yourself permission to be without purpose. To just be you, just to be that beautiful you. Even in the nothing. And really be present with this tender, raw space of the nothing, the entropy, things falling apart, not moving ahead, with your inner strength. Allowing that which is germinating, that which can change, to do so in that space with no intention, with no purpose. And then let that space go. Let it germinate. Let it do its thing. You don't need to solve it. Just be with it. And come back to that sacred space of you, your essence. And allow that energy to grow even bigger. Allow that, the artist within you, the genius within you, to become stronger, radiating into the world. radiating yourself, being yourself into the world, falling into the world for the sheer joy of creating. Living life without having to solve your life, but celebrating it, embracing it. Being creative with what is. Whether that is something concrete to create, or whether that is something that needs some germination time. It doesn't matter. Just be present with your fire in all of it. And let it shine into the world. And together, let's hold this energy, let's be this energy in this moment in time as an invitation for the artists to come forth, for the creative genius in all of us to awaken even more. Allow us to be present and intimate with the despair from strength, from allowance, with no judgment. And also perceive that even though this very raw creative process is a very individual journey that you are discovering, walking, exploring, you're not alone in this. Allow life to contribute to your creativity. Allow others to contribute to this journey. Just be aware of that interconnectedness with life. Creating itself through all of us, with all of us. And allow yourself to be swept away by the beauty of this creation. And if you dare, allow yourself to be swept away by the beauty of you. And in the next week, let's all celebrate this incredible beauty of creation, whether it is in the darkest, most stuck places, or in the most glorious expressions of life. It's all part of this incredible life, living life. And in all of this, I'm very, very grateful for you being you in this beautiful creation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. So yes, thank you for joining us today, and may this blessing, this forecast and meditation ripple out through your week as you dance with this energy of creation and receiving. Mm-hmm. And we will see you next week, Sunday, before 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock.
Earliest.
9 a.m. Eastern time.
Mm-hmm. Or whenever you find us.
Yeah, so Sunday morning you can find us.
At synergyinmotion.info. We're not very good in promoting ourselves. So, see you next week.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye.